It's another episode of your favorite fashion show, Ready, Steady, Slay, with me, your host, the AFROGIRL. Today, my guest is the original suit guy. I mean, if you need any type of suit at an affordable, and I mean affordable price, he is your guy. If you're on Twitter, you should know who I'm talking about right now. Hi, Echo. Thanks for coming on our show.
Thank you, Diana. Or should I call you AFROGIRL?
Oh, you can call me AFROGIRL. I'm fine with AFROGIRL. Should I call you Echo or the suit guy? Which one?
You can call me Echo. Echo is fine. But my birth name is Joseph McLean Arthur. I'm very humbled to be on your show today.
Okay, so let's just get right into the questions, okay? Ever since I saw your pictures on Twitter, I've always wondered, why suits? Out of everything, why is it that it's suits that excite you? Why are you the suit guy?
It's a rather interesting story. So back in KNUST, that was somewhere around 2014, 2015, I developed this habit of always wearing suits to Sunday service. After a while, people started referencing me as, oh, McLean, the guy who wears the suits. And before I knew it, it was the suit guy. So even when my friends wanted to purchase suits, I was the guy they contacted to know what type of suit to get. I wasn't even planning on starting a business. I just set up an Instagram page, and before I knew it, orders started flowing in. So it was very fortuitous that I started this business. The name just clicked because I'd already established myself as somebody who always wore suits. Everything about suits excites me. Well, first of all, I think suits are very, very easy to wear. If you have an event, all you have to think about is a shirt to pair with what color of suit. So that's why I think I really, really love suits, because of how easy it is to throw on a shirt and bounce off and be on your way.
Okay, thanks for clearing that up. So a little bit told me that you left your high-end paying job to pursue the suit passion of yours. What was that final thing that helped you make your decision?
Well, that birdie may have not been totally precise, because before then, the salary was okay. I mean, I was comfortable. I could go on my dates I wanted to, but I think I am in a very, very comfortable spot right now. Way better than before.
Oh, okay.
And what actually influenced me leaving my job was a question my previous boss asked me. He asked me if the job I was doing for him was more important than the job I was doing for myself. And I think it's safe to assume he was wrong, so I had to choose my own path. Hence why I'm here today.
So do you design and make the suits on your own?
I do not make the suits here in Ghana. They are pre-tailored and imported suits. But where my sway comes in is in the style I'd want and then the kinds of fabric that I want the suits to come in. So that's what sets the difference. I'm not a designer in the stereotypical sense as we have many people being designers here.
All right, so I've seen that your suits are really affordable. I mean, I checked out your Instagram page and I saw that some were going for as low as 400 cedis, right? So how do you deal with the notion that people have, especially Ghanaians, that things that are so affordable, that are too affordable, are not exactly original?
Many of the suits I sell, if you can find similar ones on the market, they may go for higher. That is simply because of the overhead cost factor that these retail stores have. But it doesn't in any way reduce the quality of the suits that I sell. Just that I'm able to mitigate the certain cost factors that come with running a traditional store, such as rent. So with this virtual mode of service that I offer, it's quite easy for me to be able to slash down my prices and still remain competitive while being profitable.
That makes sense. So what is the least expensive suit you have and how much does it go for?
At the moment, the least expensive suit I have is 350 Ghana cedis.
350? That's a really good deal.
That shows how low it goes.
Okay, so what is the most expensive suit you've sold? How much did it go for and where was it being worn to?
I think it was around 1,300 Ghana cedis. It was for a 3-piece pinstripe navy blue suit. Yes, I think a lawyer somewhere in airport purchased it. It was my most expensive deal yet. And that was because of the fabric quality and then the specifications he requested for.
Okay, that's even still very affordable, right? Okay, so How do we determine what a quality suit should look like for those of us who do not know anything about suits?
Three things basically I look out for. So first and foremost is the fabric quality. If you read anywhere on any suit label that your suit has polyester, no matter the percentage in it, run far away from it. The most acceptable fabric type you can have for your suit should be wool. Also, you look out for the lining. The lining of your suit also determines the quality the suit has. Basically, most suits shouldn't have polyester lining. Once again, the underlining word is polyester. If you hear it, run away from it. And then also, you look out for the stitching of your suits. How perfect these detailing are for your suit tells the quality of it as well. So if you have any suit which has stitching, which is any less impressive, it wouldn't cut for a quality suit. So particularly the suits I have are base quality, which doesn't go below par. So standardly, those are the type of suits you should be getting.
All right, so how do you make sure that your customers' suits fit like a glove? Because I know almost every transaction you have is on social media.
Suit fit, I think, is my greatest selling point right now, and most of my customers can testify to that fact. I have a very simple method or way I used to determine my customers' size when it comes to suits they wear. Standardly for men, your body is sort of proportional to how suits are sized. So you can have a sizing starting from 44-28 for men's size, going all the way up to 64-46. Now, to get your size, there are three things I actually ask for, which is your trouser waist size, your shirt size, and a picture of you. With these three things, I'm able to determine what size of suit you're going to wear. And 99.7% of the time, I am right. That's what has kept me in business till now, and it's effectively helping me run this virtual suit store that I have.
Okay, so do your suits for women move as fast as those for the guys do? If they don't, what do you think is part of the reason?
Well, I have some suits for ladies, but my forte is in men's suits, and it's particularly easier to deal with. But for African women, it's a little bit of murky waters because you can't have everybody conforming to the standard sizes when it comes to suits. And I'll explain. Some women will come to you that I need a suit. My upper part is size 14 and my lower part is size 10. Now that shouldn't be an issue if I were to mix match, but unfortunately, to help with ordering, all of these suits come paired up. So if it's a size 14 top, it's a size 14 down. If it's a size 10 top, it's a size 10 down. So having that mixture becomes quite problematic. So I try to sway away from the female suits and focus more on the male suits because they move faster as well. And it would take me minutes to make a sale for a male suit as compared to a female suit. So I try to stick with the male suits more.
I never thought of it that way. I just learned something new. Okay, so do you think a lot of Ghanaians wear different suits wrongly? And if you do, what are some of the mistakes you've seen them make?
We have many people who wear suits right. And we have those who have decided it's all vibes for them, as in how they feel, that is how they wear. For instance, you have somebody pairing a tuxedo with a flying tie, which I think is very, very wrong.
That's true.
Tuxedos are to be worn with bow ties. If you mix the two up, you begin to create a fashion anomaly, which shouldn't be. So as much as there are people doing the wrong thing, there are also people who are doing the right thing, wearing the right types of suits with the right types of accessories, not wearing striped ties with striped suits. There are people who are finding the balance and making things right.
Okay, I know you post a lot of your works on social media. Would you say social media has been a major tool in your success story?
I wouldn't say social media is a medium or a platform I use. Social media is my business. This business was established because of its virtuality via social media. It is a business solely run on social media. It is not a tool I'm using to sell these suits. It is the main way these suits are being sold. And it's been very, very beneficial to me since my introduction to Twitter by two very, very cool people. Shout outs to Prepra and Gog, the photographer. I mean, these two people set me up on Twitter, and my life has never been the same ever since. Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp. These are the 3 social media platforms I use to drive my business.
So I know you faked your own wedding on social media. You came out later to clear the air, all right, but was that a ploy to just promote your suit brand? And if it was, how effective was it?
This wedding has really gotten me a lot of heat. It wasn't totally planned. As people may realize, I do a lot of things spontaneously. We were going to shoot this bridal campaign. A lot of vendors came together. We had fashion designers coming in. We had decor people coming in. Myself, I was included, bringing in suits. We had makeup artists. We had caterers. So we came together to have this joint collaborative, sort of like a business, a one in all stop shop for people who are planning to get married. So we went to Winneba to shoot. And after shooting, I think I saw one cool picture. And a thought just jumped into my head. Why don't you just post this picture and see what happens? But once I did, the response was quite fascinating. People actually believed I was married. I even had family members call my parents to ask them why I would get married and not invite any of them. The results were mixed, but mostly positive and entertaining. And there were those who were very disappointed in me, very, very disappointed I got married. But during that moment, or during that period, people thought I was married. The particular suit I wore for that shoot had so many orders. I think I sold about 40 to 50 pieces of just that particular suit. In addition to new followers, new interactions, I think my brand visibility became more because of that fake wedding. And even after I came out that I wasn't really married, people thought it was brilliant. So it still bolstered my image when it came to marketing of my suits. And that's one of my proudest social media movements that I've ever been on.
What are some of the mistakes you see Ghanaian businesses do on social media?
Well, number 1 on the list is DM for prices.
That's one. True.
It is totally wrong. From my perspective, I think you slash down your convertibility rate about 60% by just not displaying prices. That is from my assessment. And I'm sure there's research to back it. Consumers are more likely to purchase or decide to purchase if they see these displayed prices. And I think that has to do with something about consumer psychology. And I think second is not delivering as to the expectation of your clients, or not delivering as to what you have put out there. My former boss used to always tell me, under promise and over deliver. But if you have the reverse, your customers in a very short time are going to get angry with you. And once they do, your essence will drop.
Considering your line of work, I know you interact with a lot of people on a daily basis. So what are some of the things you've learned on the job about people and how to handle them?
One of the many things I've learned from my interactions with a lot of people is understanding that everybody is different. And as such, you have to be dynamic as a business owner. You do not always treat all your customers in the same way. There are some who need a little more cajoling. There are some who need pampering. There are some who need the whip. And this goes to describe the many types of people. And you can't expect everybody to be the same. You also have to learn to be accommodating to the types of customers you have. There are instances where the customer is always right. And there are instances when the customer is wrong and has crossed the line.
True.
Either way, is how you communicate that to your client is one of the most important things. It all comes down to communication and how you put your words, your thoughts, your emotions, your ethics across to who is on the receiving end of your service or the product you have to offer.
So are there any suit styling tips you can leave us with?
If you're seeking to purchase a first suit, purchase a navy blue suit. It's more versatile than the other colors of suits that we have around. Because of its versatility, it fits well for work. If you have any casual events, you can just throw down some different colored pants and a shirt, and it works well as well. If you already have a navy blue suit, the next suit you should get is a gray, and then the traditional black suit. With these 3 suits, which are the must-haves for every gentleman, you are unstoppable. The only thing that limits you are the options of shirts you have to pair with them.
So last thing, it's not a question, promote yourself. Let us know how to reach you. Leave us with your contact. Leave us something.
Since you've given me the opportunity, I will try my best. Hi, I'm Echo from the Suit Guy store, and I am beseeching you to purchase a suit today, and it starts as low as 350 cedis and 400 cedis for packages including a suit, tie, pocket square set with your shirt. I run a lifestyle type of marketing. It's a complete 360, covers every part of your life, from work to entertainment to your social life to your financial life. Every gentleman deserves to have an all-rounded life, and that is the message I'm selling with the suits that I provide.
Thank you so much, Echo, for coming on our show today. It has been a pleasure. It has been eye-opening and it has been very informative.
Thank you so much for having me once again.
Okay, guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode of Ready, Steady, Slay with me, your host, AFROGIRL. Don't forget to like this video, share it with friends, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next week.